you have religious upbringing?
Girl should live like this, a boy should be like that, and all those things, differentiation was there. But my parents,
A lot of our viewers can learn that. Like, we are all raising young kids at home, right? Like, why did you start it? Interesting experience. What has been your growth after starting Anapanasati meditation?
migraine was a big problem for me, and it would never go away. But that day, then later on, I became Shiva, and I started dancing Nataraj dance. This was one instance that was very miraculous for me. Really, he is that master who everyone says is Patriji.
Answer. How do you define God?
God is in me, I am God, and I am the creator.
Amazing answer. Hello and welcome everybody to your favorite show, The Spiritual Journey of a Pyramid Master on PMcusa. Today we have Madu Soni ji from Chicago. Her journey is an exceptional example of soul evolution from religion to spirituality. I'm thrilled to welcome Madhu Soni ji. Welcome to the show, Madhu ji.
Thank you so much, Chandni ji. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to share my journey with everyone, with you, and all around the world. So thank you so much.
Appreciate it. So we would like to start with, did you have religious upbringing?
Yes, I did, and I believe a lot of rituals, lot of basically belief systems are there. People do worship at home, so same way I also used to do because my parents taught me all those things. But then at heart, I was, I wouldn't like to do all those rituals and religion. I don't want to follow, but because my parents were doing it, and it's kind of your religion helps you make you a good person. That's what the beliefs is, right? And
100%.
definitely there is like different things that help you connect with the society community. And yes, I did have this religious upbringing, which brought definitely what is good, what is not good, all those things, and these are the rituals we should follow.
Right.
And the caste culture, many things. Yeah.
Do you think the religious upbringing was beneficial for you? Did it help you many times resolve any personal issues?
See, I have this when I was being brought up from my childhood days, it was like not to do this is not good, be respectful, be respectable, be graceful, all those things. Not as a, like in my hometown where I used to live, it was not about that hometown, but from where my parents were coming from.
Okay.
That upbringing, that also matters, because where your father used to belong, where your mother used to belong, their culture, what food they used to eat, so all those things. But moreover, a girl should live like this, a boy should be like that, and all those things, differentiation was there. But my parents had always brought me up in a very transparent way. They had, both of them were working, so but my mother used to inculcate a lot of good habits in me. And she would always mention that, at night, whenever you come back to bed and when you are resting, that time, just think about the whole day from morning till evening, and then see if is there something that you would like to change in your behavior, or something, any habit that is not good, or think about how your day went. And at night, try to think about it. So I was very much aware from my childhood days, very much aware, I would say. I would observe each and everything very minutely. Not only with, like, even before, my mother used to say, when I was 2 years old, I remember that day when my grandfather was there sitting in front of me in a chair, and my father was there holding my hand. I was like just observing everything. That was my way of, perceiving things. So
Right.
I'm a great observer, I would say. But yes, that religious upbringing had really a great effect on me. It is sometimes, yes, it is not, I would say sometimes, but yes, sometimes it is very beneficial. But for people who have a different setting where people are abusive, narcissistic, it is not easy. So then
Right.
religion is very, it would not benefit. But in my case, it definitely benefited me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love this one thing that your mom taught you since you were young to retrospect every night.
Correct.
That's a
Every
beautiful
evening.
thing. A lot of
Every.
our viewers can learn that. Like we are all raising young kids at home, right? So
Yes.
it's a great thing to like implement in our lives as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, the next thing that we would like to know from you is when did Anapanasati meditation come into your life?
I would say Anapanasati meditation came in 2021. So 2nd May 2021. I happened to see this online program workshop that was there. So if you allow me, I can share this wonderful story in
Yes,
relation.
yes, 100%.
Yeah, so one story related to this is basically um, I am an oracle card reader and a certified oracle card reader, also a spiritual counselor. And definitely before I entered PSSM, there were few things, few situations that happened. So one thing that happened was when I was just preparing myself to get certified for oracle card reading, so I had to read 15 people for that
Hmm.
particular certification. And but people in my group, they wanted me to read. So not only 15, but I had 20, 23, 25 readings, they were.
Nice.
So I was like, I can't do, like, it's just I need to have 15. Whatever happens, happens for the reason, for a reason. So I would say I got good practice. People loved my reading. And also I before we go into thorough reading, I invite people to meditate with me. So to, just clear the energies so that we are totally with the guides and guardian angels and the reading and oracles. So anyhow, I used to meditate with everyone. So I had like 23 times, 23 people were there and I meditated with them. But every time one single thing was very common. Everyone said that we don't know why you are a great reader, definitely, but we love your meditation. And they,
Mm.
yeah, even before I entered PSSM. So it was 8 years back. So every time we used to meditate, I had this feeling that somehow I don't feel like this is whatever we are doing in that group. That is not meditation. It was definitely a great meditation, but I used to feel anyway. I certified, I became Oracle card reader. And then I found myself thinking that, hey, Madhu, you really are, I believe that everyone loves your meditation. But there was no way for me to enter into meditation.
Right.
But then somehow one day when I was just going to certify basically, so before, like, a day before, I was praying to Lord Ganesha that Lord Ganesha, please help me, please remove all my blockages and, all those, any obstacles if there are there, just remove them. So like as soon as I prayed, Lord Ganesha came and I could visualize him. I could see him, not visualize, but I could see him in the vision. He came in the vision.
Wow.
But it was maybe basically I was imagining him, I would say, so he came. But as soon as I was praying, he went. And then there was a next vision. It was a vision, I would say. It was not visualization. It was
Right.
imagination. It was Goddess Kali who came. So Goddess Kali in her all form, the Rudra avatar, she was
Right.
there standing with her tongue out, but she was not angry.
Hmm.
Is in that sorry, like it's a good state, I would say. But as if she's talking telepathically with me and telling me that you go ahead, child, I'm there with you. Don't worry.
Oh, that's
When-
awesome.
yeah, when you enter into occult sciences or you do anything related to occult, definitely Goddess Kali is the one who we should pray to. But she came before that. I have, specifically never prayed to her that way, I would say. But she
Right.
is always there. I would pray, go to Durga Puja and you pray, right? In your hometown, wherever you are. But that day she came and she was standing right in front, and I was meditating in my bedroom. So she, right there in front of the door, she was there standing and telling me, go ahead, telepathically, that you go ahead, child, I'm there with you. You don't need to worry about anything. You're totally protected. So that was
Nice.
when, and that same night, when I was meditating. Then later on, a person from PSSM came into my meditation, into my meditational experience.
Okay.
I could see him, and then he was talking to me, and I could hear him properly in my ear that he's saying that Madhuji, and he knew my name. I don't know how. And see, earlier people would call me Madhu,
Right,
but
right.
Madhuji, you need to know everything about meditation, what meditation is, what it is about. You need to know everything A to Z about meditation. So that same night, I started searching, leaving that all those study material from the oracle card reading, and that same night, I started searching about meditation. Same night, I found a video by Suvarna Suvi, yeah, master from Bhilai, and she was talking about how she entered meditation, how she knew Patri sir. So that
Right.
was when I also learned about Anapanasati meditation. But I did not learn about meditation, how to do it. I just heard the story. But then I was thinking, who is this Patri? Who is this Patri sir? That way.
Right.
Who are they talking about? Who is this Patri sir? That was the uh, idea behind, like in my head. Who is this man? So that same night, I started searching and found this registration thing for Karuna Dhyan hai. And
Okay.
I was just going to register, but somehow, because my children came, so I stopped that night. So second day again, I tried doing it, but I couldn't register because the date ended. So
Okay.
for that, I had already sent to my friend. So she was able to register, but I was not able to register. And when I looked at it, so I thought I missed something. So when I went and saw, I felt as if people are not okay. That is not good for me to join. Somehow that
Hmm.
vibe came. So I said, it's okay. Maybe, better chance will come. Something else will come.
Maybe it was not meant to be that day.
Yeah, it was not meant to be for me. So then came a Buddha Bano workshop. So that time when that came, I registered in that, and why I registered was because it felt as if this is for me. So from there, that journey started. 2nd May 2021, under Nalini Kamal ma'am.
So
Sure.
seems like you already had a strong intuition.
Yes, yes. And that was always like, see, I'm very intuitive. I'm really very intuitive, and I would go with my intuition, because if you go with your intuition, if you hear your intuitive messages, they will uh, become more. You will actually have more of those messages. So it's always good to hear your intuitive messages, and that helps you.
Right. And meditation helps us strengthen our intuition, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So from childhood, I was like definitely very intuitive, and I would go with my intuitive messages, and that is where it brought me to Buddha Banu workshop, and then from there the journey started.
Very nice. You know, one thing that I'm curious about from your story
Mhm.
is who was that master that came into your meditation very first time before you joined PSSM?
I definitely saw that person, but it was all online only. I saw that person online. Yeah, the master.
So we don't know his name, right? You
No, I
couldn't
don't
find
know. I
out.
don't remember. I tried to find out, but it was just that one time thing that he came in that registration. He was
Right.
so, but later on I could not. Maybe I'm not sure, but it was I maybe Parinita ma'am's, or the elder one, Patri sir's elder daughter's husband, I think. I
Okay.
think. I'm not sure, definitely.
Yeah. One of
So
the masters from PSSM. Amazing.
yes, and just amazing. It was before I entered PSSM, and when I was into my Oracle certification that time.
Right.
And there were few things that initiated me into PSSM, or initiated me with connecting with Patri sir. Was one time I had this wonderful experience where somebody was playing flute music when I was sleeping in my home. There was no one in my home. As you know that when you live in US, you have this the doors and windows, when you close them, they are all vacuum. You can't hear
Right.
outside noises that much. And
Right.
especially piano or any other sound, not that much. Someone was playing flute music in such a beautiful manner, so sweet. I don't know. And then I just woke up from my deep sleep, half conscious, and then I thought I have a big statue. In real reality, I have a big statue of Krishna in my home. So
Uh-huh.
I thought, come on, are you, waking me up by playing flute? I told him, and I told Krishna, Krishna, are you doing that? Never in my life I have spoken to that statue. But that day, I felt as if Krishna has come. But later on, I felt as if Patri sir was trying to awaken me from that deep sleep
Yeah.
of that who I am, why are you here? Now you have to get up, wake up, and start your this journey.
Yes, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Very nice. So when you started Anapanasati meditation,
Uh-huh.
were you looking for any answers, any health issues, any big life questions? Like, why did you start it? Was there a reason behind it?
See, I would always feel this feeling that I am not from here.
Oh,
I'm not from here. I always had this feeling. I would look at the stars and I would feel that I think my home is there, not here. I would always feel that. So from childhood, I would always feel these feelings that I would see people having maybe, even friends, family, relatives, whoever it is. People would, on small things, they would fight, argue, and lot of things were there that, made me realize, I would able to comprehend what is happening with them, what kind of emotion they are going through. And I would take everything in, perceive in a different manner, which adults could not even understand. How to calm down, how to be peaceful, all those things. It was like I would see with a different set of eyes. I have something else, and I would feel everyone's pain and I would understand what they are going through without even they telling me anything to do. I would be on that, I would jump on those things and I would do all those things that they would never ask me to do without even them telling me. So that is where, I felt that from childhood, I had been a different person. Maybe people did not understand me, and I was very quiet that time. Now I'm not. But see, you
this
have
is a
the.
blessing for us. That's why we
Yes.
have you here.
Thank you so much. Yeah, but this is what happened that at that stage, I think I was just in that mode of observing things, perceiving things, experiencing everything, experiencing through my uh, child self, my teenage self, adult self, and then when I am a mother after that, like these things happened where I um, came onto this wonderful journey in a very speedy way, I would say. Everything was in speed. So,
Yeah, yeah. I feel like your subconscious mind, which is also called a spiritual mind, must have always been active and alert. And maybe that's why you had, even being a child, you were so like active and alert and analyzing the situations properly.
yeah, and I would always feel that I'm not this body, I am not this body. This is like why I do feel different, why I'm feeling that this is not me. As
Yeah,
if, I am, and there was always as if someone is already talking to me every time. A manly voice in my head, always there. So I didn't knew who is like continuously protecting me, guiding me, or who's talking to me. But I was always talking to that person, in my head. So sometimes
right,
I would feel that I am actually delusional, that is what you feel, but you are not because you have different set of abilities, which many people don't. But
right.
I was very much aware of my own self and my own way of thinking, perceiving things, or other abilities. Maybe, and then I felt maybe I am someone else. So my past lives would come, and then one time I felt that I'm actually living a life till 80 years old, more than that, but I have come back from my future to take care of my child self.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the spirit form. So that's what I felt.
Yeah, interesting experience.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I could actually sometimes do see something from open eyes, that is what also happened in my childhood. So
Would you call this psychic abilities or is it something different?
yeah, psychic abilities. Also,
Right?
yeah, and also basically we are now totally connected with metaphysical stuff, spirituality, everything. But these things are psychic abilities. Some people are seers, some people are, visionaries,
Right.
seekers, So I am maybe seeker, seer or visionary, because
No, that's
masters
amazing.
are giving you that ability because of a reason. You are able to predict something. So it depends on person to person. Every person. So I totally believe that every person has been given a certain set of abilities. It is up to us how we grow that,
100%. Yeah. So how did Anapanasati change you as a person, as a religious person, as a spiritual person? Like what has been your growth after starting Anapanasati meditation?
First line, I would say Anapanasati meditation and PSSM is, for me, is a Pandora box. A box full of treasure,
100%.
spiritual treasure. For me, light of wisdom or wisdom and knowledge holds more importance than the face or the body. For me, knowledge and wisdom and the light of supreme intelligence is a big thing for me. It's a treasure that is, always there. You just need to open more gifts. That is how it is. So Anapanasati meditation has been like that for me always. And Patri sir would always say that through Anapanasati meditation, you would be totally aligned and you would reach to that pinnacle where you want to reach, whatever your purpose is, you would be able to find it out. So that is where it just opened so many avenues, opportunities, doors for me, that I'm so grateful that Anapanasati meditation, and moreover, I'm thankful to Patri sir that he came into my life. So,
100%.
and PSSM, yes.
Right, right. So as you have been meditating for a couple years now, we would like to know a few of your, miraculous meditation experiences
Okay.
that could be inspiration for beginners or new people who
Yeah.
wants to start this journey.
See, I would say first these few words that, having an experience and having a vision experience or clairvoyant experience is not only the single experience. Feeling it bodily, sensing everything through your senses, changes in your family lifestyle, relationships, your career, and many other things are also there, which people undermine. They don't
Right,
even count it. So I would say be thankful for whatever experience you are getting. Some people, when they meditate, they go into healing. First of all, their body heals. So there are three things that come. First is Anapanasati meditation, then second is Kayanapasana, and then you have this Vipassana stage. So when you enter these three stages, basically first you start working on yourself, meditating, giving time, building stamina, all those things. Then second stage comes that you start healing your body, Kayanapasana. Third stage is that now you are in that observer state. But
mm,
for me, it was the observer state had already started from my childhood time, you know. So I had been already observing things and I was clairvoyant from my childhood. So the thing that I want to share is that everyone who take birth in this planet Earth, they are here with certain set of abilities. As souls, you have incarnated a lot many times. And when you have incarnated, definitely you must have worked in your past lives also.
right.
So definitely a lot of work I have done. And uh, that is why those set of abilities were with me. And maybe what also happens is that you are given those abilities because of your purpose. Some purpose is there that is connected to your these different abilities. So I had these few things. So I wanted to make it clear. Why? Because people, when they say, they are always going behind this clairvoyant ability. Oh, she's able to visualize or something, or she's able to see. See, nothing like that. Nothing is special about any other. Like everything is special for every ability. Every person has different feelings, experiences. Anyhow, first few experiences I would say during when I entered PSSM was that I when I sat for meditation, I had um, you know, great headache, I would say. Very bad headache. It was not good migraine. I had migraine issues. And past 28 years, when I entered PSSM that time, it was already now 28 years to migraine, that issue had been bothering me. So that day I had taken tablet and I sat in meditation and it would never go away. in 3 days it won't go away. But that day when I sat, it just went away in 15 minutes. And I was very
Wow.
surprised. I was like, wow, really? Then again, second day it came. See, that day it subsided, but when I slept, again when I got up the next day, again it was there. So again I took, medicine, and I sat in meditation. Again it went away, 15 minutes. Third day I felt I should not take any medicine, just let me sit. And the pain was not there. So 3 days I felt that meditation can heal these migraines.
Wow.
So I was very amazed, very, very happy. And see, when you die every day, how you feel. And it felt to me that I'm dying every day. I'm not able to take care of my family, myself, or even my husband, not home. So then you are in that stage where you need something to, help you out of that situation. Migraine
Right.
was a big problem for me. So then it felt as if, there's something that can help me, you know, and I won't be irritated. I won't be angry anymore because now I am healing myself. I'm healed. So this was the first experience for 3 days. But apart from that, not only I healed the migraines, but first day I saw this beautiful vision of seven horses of the sun,
Hmm.
which is our body, right? You saw
Right.
that. And then I saw a light in the center. And from that light, the ray of light, the brightness, the vibrancy, the radiance, I saw Sai Babaji.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then he just came, showed his face, and then he went. Then came Guru Nanak Ji. So he was also there. And then later on, I became Shiva. And I started dancing Nataraj dance.
Yes.
My whole body was vibrating, dancing on the beats of, the music. And I was like, as if I'm meditating for such a long time. And that was the first day experience. Second day, Ramana Maharishi came. I didn't knew about him.
Wow. All these masters are showing up.
Yeah, and people would, raise hand and they would share their experiences. And if everyone was telling about something, situation, some place or something, human beings, other. But for me, I just had masters, and I would like, why they are having all those experiences? I'm not having those experiences. So I had this complaint, why? Or why me? So it took me time to understand that these masters are coming because people of that, from that faith, that community, are going to connect with me. It took me time to understand. So then later on, I had, this inkling that somehow I feel that the masters are coming to me. Why are they coming? My question was, why are they coming? So as they have taught us, question everything. I also had been questioning myself on a lot of things. So I started questioning, and then I found that, okay, I think there's something else, let me think about it. And why do they come? Are they telling me something? Are they telling me that you have to teach or something? It took me, so from May, I started this workshop. Then it ended. Then June, July, I felt like before, like in June, I felt that I think I'm ready to teach. I
Very
think I
nice.
to teach. I think I have, because either ways, if you remember that experience from the Oracle certification, that Madhuji, you need to know everything about meditation. So
Yes.
there's that inkling, and then there's these connections, and masters coming into my meditation. Also, Paramhans Yogananda ji also came into my meditation. His younger self, the young adulthood, but younger self. And I was able to comprehend that time that yes, now I think this is the time that I need to start teaching. So from 17th July 2021, I opened Light and Soul Meditation Group, WhatsApp chat group, and then I started, sending flyers and everything. But then in December 2021, 14 December 2021, I felt that, not felt actually, people asked me for my recordings. So
Okay.
before that, I wasn't even ready to go for and make a YouTube channel. But then I created Love Light Starshine YouTube channel. And that time I started putting all the videos there in Love Light Starshine. See, that time also I was not that mature, I would say, in terms of technical stuff. So I created Light and Soul Meditation Group and created a different channel name, Love Light Starshine. So it was like Why I did that, I don't know, but but I think
There must be a
what
good
happened.
reason. Maybe you will find out later on.
One thing I found out was that I felt why I created Light and Soul was because I'm teaching about wisdom and knowledge. I'm giving that soul wisdom, spiritual
100%.
wisdom. So light, the light of intelligence and wisdom. The soul is being taught. The soul also carries that wisdom. So light and soul, that is why I put that name. Love, light, star, shine, because when the recordings are going, with love, I'm sending these out with light, and it should shine like star. So that is what my
Beautiful, beautiful. Very thoughtful of you.
thank you so much.
Yeah. So next thing that we all know that PSSM really, really emphasizes is vegetarianism. So have you always been vegetarian?
No, I wasn't a vegetarian. In my family, in my mother's side, my father's side, everyone is a vegetarian. They wouldn't even eat garlic and onion also. But in my mother's side, so she came from Maharashtra. So, but she would have her family. She wouldn't eat, but her family would eat all the non-veg stuff. So one time I went in a marriage and I saw that they're cutting hen. It wasn't a good feeling and it did not. But because I was child, I didn't know, and they just gave me that, to eat. I was like doing that, I could not even eat. So I had this, facial expression, which was not good. Still now today, I can just sense that. So same way, when I used to go to my aunt's house, they would eat, goat or something, and I wouldn't like it, and it was not good. So I never tasted. But one of my friends' family, they were Bengali, so they would eat fish. So I happened to see that also. So I tasted like this much, and it did not feel good to me. So never tried. And then slowly, slowly by 12th, when I was in 12th grade, the egg eating also, omelette or something, it also subsided. I did not feel like eating. Then I came here in US after getting married. So I came here in 2005. And from that time, my husband was a vegetarian, no, sorry, eggetarian. So he would eat eggs, omelets, and I would make it for him. But then later on, I was not, I never ate that. But during my pregnancy time, I felt like eating. So I ate once, but then I stopped because I did not feel like eating. So when I came into PSSM, so they were talking about that not to, it was being a vegetarian, what benefits it has, and how the vibration changes, all those things. So that day, my husband also was sitting with me. We both were doing it. So meditation. And then someone was sharing about vegetarianism. So my husband said that, okay, from today, I leave eggs, I will leave garlic and mushroom. So these
Very
three
nice.
things, yeah. So it's been like now 3 years, more than 3 years to we have left all those things, and now we don't eat any eggs. Even cakes also. In US, cakes and ice creams also come with eggs.
Right.
So yeah. So we stopped having those ice creams also.
Very nice. Very nice. So when you said that, and now I'm curious to know if your entire family is a meditator.
Yes, my husband is a meditator, but due to sometimes, his office work, long hours, he's not. But he would listen to me when I say, go and meditate, do meditation. My younger one, I have two daughters, so my elder one, she wouldn't meditate. One time she did, but she wouldn't like to hear all those things. And she eats cakes and everything. So I tell her not to. But you can't
It's
force
personal
anything. It's
choice, yes.
personal choice, yeah. But yes, non-vegetarian other foods they are not eating. With my younger one, she would come and meditate by herself. I don't need to say anything to her. So that's what I felt that when I delivered my elder one, she was with a different energy and the younger one with a different energy. So both of them have different sets, different mentality, but they know how to be peaceful, how to be calm, and it's good.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, each soul is on their
Their
own
own journey.
evolution journey,
Yeah.
right?
So
And
I don't
once,
force. I don't
yeah,
force, and I would not force her also. But I would tell her that you need to do meditation. See, your energy levels are going down. I would tell her every time. But I won't force her. You come and meditate, I will tell her. But if she doesn't, I'm not going to force her, because that is what Patri sir has taught us, you know.
Yes, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
That and you being a meditator and you all living in the same house, we know that energy does not have barriers.
Yes, yes.
So even though she personally is not getting chance to meditate, she is still getting good amount of cosmic energy and
Yes.
positivity in her life.
But also one thing that when you were talking about something miraculous to share, so there are few things that, you know, I'm just going back on that question, that one time, see, when your children become teenagers, you know, it is not easy tackling them or going through with their talks, you know, it's like it's as if you're arguing with them or they are
Right,
arguing with us. So I have learned this ability to, uh, send message telepathically, talk to people telepathically. So one time I spoke to my daughter when she was in school, because her extracurricular activities took a lot of time. From 7, she goes to school, and by 3, she comes. But sometimes because of activities, she would come back at 5:30, 7, something like that. So it is too much, you know, like 12 hours.
right.
It wasn't okay for me, as I have been born and brought up in India and totally in a disciplined family, disciplined school, convent educated. So these things were not okay for me. But now, because you are there in PSSM and doing Anapanasati meditation, you have learned so much. So then how to tackle this problem issue? Because she wouldn't hear. She wouldn't hear. So one day I just sat. There was some already, the whole week had been very much difficult. Lot of arguments, you know, I would not like to go like that or talk like that. But then what I did was I just sat in meditation and I sent her a mental message, one time, then second time, 3 times. So I said, you know, that if you don't want to, if you think that your time is going to be wasted there by staying there, you come home. So that day, I told my husband, so I have tried this, let's see what happens. He says, okay. So by afternoon, 2:30 that day, she came back home. And I was like, wow. So I said, uh, my daughter name is Gauri. So I said, Gauri, don't you want to go to school back? Don't you have any activities? Why are you home? And this early? So she says, Mummy, it was wastage of my time. I did not want to go.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, wow. And I smiled and I said nothing. Okay. This was one instance that was very miraculous for me. But then second, more like other experiences were that I always find feathers everywhere, you know. I would go and
Mm.
find feathers, synchronized numbers, songs also talk to me. One time I was sitting in meditation and I was not happy, because not happy, but I would say not in that happy state. Because, you know, there was this workshop happening in Rishikesh, India, where there was a Mahadhyan Chakram happening, and everyone went, you know, many people went. But I was here in US, so I thought I have learned so much, and after learning so much, I'm still here in US, I can't go. And it had been like already 7 years into, you know, in my past, that I did not go to India. So it was not easy, and there was COVID issues, COVID restrictions also.
Right.
That time, you know, I was feeling that I'm not happy and all those things. So I was meditating, and the spirit guides started talking to me and gave me 2 songs. One song was that A.R. Rahman's Rocky song, Rock, right? Rocking, I think. Aja Pee Ke Ghar Mein Tu, something, that
I don't
song.
know if I know that song, but like, how
Yeah,
did it
yeah.
relate to your situation? You can explain us.
Because see, it said the meanings were that don't be unhappy, just come to your own house, your lover's house. The
Oh,
universe is who, or the spirit guides are, they love us so much, you know.
right, right,
So
right.
when you are here, you won't feel any sadness, you know, you won't feel. And then just to help me come out of that situation, they gave me another song, and that was uh, Sharabi song, De De Pyar De.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that was like, I started smiling, I started laughing, because see, my guides would always make me smile, or it's like hilarious. They would talk
Right.
also, and they would smile also, you know, or make me smile also. So this was the second instance. And it was a and one time I had this pain in my right side of my chest, and a lot of pain. So I asked Patri sir and other masters, astral masters, if I'm going to have this kind of pain and I'm not able to sit, I'm not able to teach meditation classes, then how I'm going to go, how
Right.
I'm going to teach others? You have to take care of this. I can't just, so it was not a complaint, but and see, I went for every kind of testing, CAT scan, all those ultrasound, everything. And definitely a lot of money also went. But there
Right.
was that day when the doctor came and checked me, they said that you set up straight, and there was nothing that they found. Earlier, they were saying that you have to go and operate you. And I did not want to go into operation
Mm-hmm.
under knives. So I asked Patri sir and masters that day that see, they are sending me to like they are sending me for operation, and I don't want to go, and you have to help me out here, please. So while I was laying on that hospital table, that time was talking to Patri sir, and after a minute, when the doctor said just sit up and I'll check you, there was no pain, nothing, nothing. And but because I was not resting, I was continuously working, so they wanted me to rest, because when you don't take rest and you don't hear the universe, you don't hear the other masters, they are going to create certain things in your life where you have to go and rest. So the whole month of March I had to go under rest, and I was just resting. The whole
Right.
house was working, the whole house, because earlier I would say just go clean up and do this, that. No one would listen to me. Now everyone was working and I was resting. So it was really, really hilarious and miraculous. And my husband said, what have I done with you? I didn't give you
Universe wanted to take care of your physical body, keep you healthy so you can do divine work.
So if you allow, if you are okay, I have two more things that one time very quickly I would just share.
Yes, yes.
One time, because before me and my husband both were doing GTTP workshop, and it required, time, and you need to meditate also. So my husband would go to office, come back in the evening, and he would come, dress change or take shower, and he would sit in meditation. But every day he would sleep. So one day I felt as if, he's tired, and I felt like so, like compassionate towards him. So I said, just looking at him, it would be good now if you would be able to work from home and you do not have to go to office and you were able to meditate also. So that day, from that day onwards, I don't know what happened, but as if the masters heard me, and the car broke down, and it did not, like, he could not even do anything with that car till that 40 days of meditation was finished. In the
Oh,
40th day, he and his friends were together able to, like, uh, make the car ready to go out.
right, right,
So
right.
40 days, the car was at home, and he would be like, now from now on, don't take anything out from your mouth, okay? He said, my husband.
But
And
when your intention is pure and right, universe is helping you and guiding directly or indirectly. But you can
yes,
see in such instances, right?
yes. And then there's another experience with the Seth masters. One time I was sitting outside and doing meditation in my garden, on my swing. So I that time I didn't knew who was Jane Roberts. I didn't
Hmm.
know about her. But in that meditation, someone came and hugged me from behind diagonally, and said, I love you. And I could see that vision, that there's a lady, like a womanly figure, but as if it's a man, standing, because the hair was short, and
Right.
t-shirt and black tights, and it's a thin body. I could feel, I could sense, and I could visualize all. Like I could see that vision. And that time I didn't knew who was Jane Roberts. So, but when the vision came, so I had this, okay, this is an experience I shared also in that group. Later on, after a month, we started, there was this program for Seth Masters workshop. So I had registered for that workshop. I didn't knew. So they gave us all that book, to read, these are some of the books. So when I searched uh, Seth Masters workshop book, or master power of your mind and something, mind, I think mind was there, right? Something with related to mind. Now I don't remember. Anyway, So that when I searched and I saw Master Jane Roberts had channeled, So when I went and
These
saw, I
books,
said,
yes.
oh my goodness, this is who came and hugged me and said, I love you. And like that time my answer was, I love you. That's what I said.
Right.
So these were some of the miraculous
Amazing.
experiences. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Your
PSSM.
journey has been beautiful.
Yes. So thanks to the masters, I would say. And one time I was arguing, not arguing, but I was angry at my daughter because her room was not tidy and not clean. As a mother, you try and keep all the house clean. So when I went inside her room, I was like, Gauri, what did you do? It's like it's a mess. Just start cleaning up. And every day I'm talking to you, not listening, and so and so. All those ranting was going on. Anyway, then because my anger was way high that time, so the Seth Masters, if you have seen that book, Seth Masters book with the circles and mind, mind power book, you would understand that there are golden circles there in that book on the top of that page. So that day, in that room, my daughter's room, I could see golden circles all around the room. And I stopped talking and I said, Gauri, I was like, Gauri, did you see? Are you seeing? Are you watching something? Can you see golden circles all around the room? And he said, Mommy, are you crazy?
You have that ability, special ability. So,
Yeah. So see, with open eyes, masters came and showed me, but that time my anger came down that you don't have to get angry too much, limit yourself and all those. So a lot of teachings happened, lot of
right.
help. I was given a lot of help. And from the day when I started the teaching journey under Light and Soul Meditation Group, all the ascended masters were talking through me. That's what I felt.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah,
And
now that we have been talking about masters,
yeah,
let's talk about your interaction with Patriji. When
yeah.
did you meet him and how was that?
See, when we were doing Buddha Banu workshop, so every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I would say Sunday, we had enlightenment hour sessions. So the enlightenment hour sessions in that Patriji would come. So we would raise our hands on the Zoom windows and we would be asked to share our experiences. So first time I just shared like I raised my hand and I told about myself and I told that, and I asked him a question. First, he asked me, where are you from? So I said, I'm from Chicago, US, and my name is so and so. And my name is Madhu Soni, and my husband name is Alok Soni. So I shared everything. And then he was talking to me about, who you are. Some questions were there. So on, how to make your child understand and how to teach them, all those things. So later on, I asked him this question, sir, if you want to ask anything, you can ask that day. So I asked her, what is like how to find out what is your life purpose? So he looked at me and he kept quiet. And after a while, he said, Dhyan karo, Baba, dhyan karo. And I was like, come on, is this like how a master should talk? Or is this so straight away I judged him and I criticized him in my mind. And I was like, really? He is that master who everyone says is Patri sir? So I was like, I asked such a nice question. See, when you are in the start, you still have lot of ego is there.
Right,
So
right,
when you come out of that ego mind, it takes time. So for
right,
me, that time I was like so much into ego, like ego of like I asked a wonderful question. Why he can't answer? But
right,
he said, "Dhyan karo, Baba, dhyan karo, but dhyan karo." See now, when somebody asks me, I also say meditate. I would say that dhyan karo, Baba, dhyan karo. So, but that time, later on in the night, same night, when I went to bed and slept, the whole night on loop, this thing came that you are from the mineral kingdom, you are from plant kingdom, then you came into animal kingdom, then you went to human kingdom, and your consciousness is from these kingdoms, and this thing went on loop after loop after loop the whole night, as if Patri sir is talking to me and teaching me. So
wow,
he came into my dream and he was like telling me everything, and but it was on loop continuously. Then morning time I was a different person altogether. I understood. Yeah, I understood why. And then I came into oneness, I felt this love for everyone. I experienced that. And from that time, I started feeling that now I'm getting ready. I feel why the masters were coming, because they were trying to teach me that you are meant to teach. You have to teach people. There's a purpose behind why you are here. And you are not here without any reason. Everything has a reason. So nothing
Absolutely.
happens without a reason in this vast universe. And you are part of the universe. You are one with the universe. Because see, that is what I have always felt from childhood. So I have been like, you actually separate from your purpose. You basically 180-degree, you go around and you have time to find yourself. And this was the time when I found myself that, okay, this is about going with that purpose. So then Patri sir's purpose became my purpose. And then there were other experiences where I met Patri sir. Every time he would talk to me and he would have a beautiful smile on his face whenever he used to talk to me. And then
Very nice.
yeah, every time. So many times this also happened that some people would not take my raised hand.
Hmm.
This also happened. But then he would always say, no, I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to talk to Madu Soni. That was what he would say. And then one time, yeah, last year, 2022, I went to Ladakh, and before he vacated his body, so I met him personally, and it was a great experience. That time his body was frail, but he was not able to speak much. But I sat in front of him. He was sleeping on the bed. So we were sitting there. So for a while, he was watching me from top to down, top to bottom, top to bottom. He was scanning me, not
Yeah.
scanning me. So he slept. When he was going to sleep, there was a person who was giving a massage. It
Hmm.
was a thorough massage, a very, very, like, I would say, if you happen to have that kind of massage, your body will break. That kind of massage. And
Wow.
Patri sir was able to go with that kind of massage. He was not even saying, ooh, nothing. He was just lying down with straight face, nothing.
Right.
He was like so surprised. So we were like, me and my husband were also, they said that if you want to touch his feet and if you want to massage his feet, you can do that if you want, because
Right.
people do give that seva to master. So I said, yes, yes, why not? So we both were doing one leg he was doing and one leg
Very
I was
nice.
doing, yeah. And then later on there were other people also. So I touched his hand also. I felt so good, so nice. So it was so loving. Like, I can't even express. I
Yeah.
had so many emotions at that time. I could not, like, I think he was reading everything. But later, after he got up, then we took picture, like Madhvi master, she took a picture of us, and again he sat on the bed, and then people were talking to him. So I was sitting down with my husband. Then he saw me again. He was talking to them, but he just looked at me and he said, "आप अच्छा काम कर रही हो."
Oh,
That is all. Like, you are doing such a good work.
very
That
nice.
was what he said. See, every time I had already spoken to him in lot of enlightenment hours, lot of programs and, workshops. Even on phone also, one time I had happened to talk to him on phone when Nalini ma'am and Patri sir and other masters were there in Rishikesh. So they were returning back. So I thought, and Nalini ma'am messaged me. So I thought she came back from the program workshop, that Dhyan Mahotsavam. So I called her. So she said, "Hey, I'm sitting with Patri sir." So I said, "Oh, sorry, sorry. Okay, let me keep the phone down." So she said, "No, no, no, just wait." So I thought then and there, same instance, I felt that maybe I am going to go on a video call with Patri sir, something.
Right.
I just had woken up and I just take took care of my hair and everything. But then he came on the phone and he said, very smilingly, I could hear his smiling voice, that voice had that smile. Kaise hain aap? Very,
Yeah.
very sweetly. So I said, I'm good, sir. How are you? And sir, मैंने आपको देखा. So in Hindi, I said, sir, it had been so nice, sir. I saw you on YouTube and आपने मुझे देखा? Yes, yes, sir, I saw you. So, did you see me? Yes, yes, sir, I saw you. I saw each and everything, how you were touching hands with people and how gave shawls to other masters. I saw all the programs all throughout. So,
Hmm.
sir, I said, um, पंख होते तो उड़ आती रे. I'm
Oh,
very sad that I wasn't there, but पंख होते तो उड़ाती रही. If I had wings, I would have flown there and come to you. So he
right.
said that, why do you think like that? He said very sweetly. So he says, why do you think like that? So he said, you are there beside me.
Oh,
I don't know what he meant. I know what he meant, but the way he said, I don't know what happened that time. I had this feeling came that when a master goes somewhere, he has his whole team there intact with him. That feeling came. From that day, I never felt alone. Like, never felt that my master is not there.
wow.
He is the one master from my childhood till now. I have never given that position to anyone. For me, he's everything. He's everything. My dad, my grandfather, my master, I would say everything, I would say.
Yes, yes. No, very nice, very nice. You've been really lucky to have all these beautiful, loving interactions with him. Yes, yes.
See, masters, I would say I was just dedicated to my work, and whatever the masters, the ascended masters or the astral masters, the invisible beings, guides were trying to give out to the people. I'm just a medium, and that is where I had been just dedicated to my work, disciplined, dedicated, and determined to send
Right.
out those vibrations which we are here for.
100%, 100%. What is your experience with pyramid energy?
Great, I would say. A lot of healing happened, and I used pyramid caps for my meditation, and also have invited a lot of times, the pyramids from the astral world, golden pyramids, and any other healing pyramid also. If you want, you can definitely call on to them, invoke their energies. For me, I had this wonderful experience, another experience that, and that time I understood what it means to be a pyramid master, or what it means to have a pyramid, or what it means to know pyramids, or all those things. So pyramids are portals basically. They
Hmm.
help you go from one dimension to another dimension. Also, they help you harness energy. They help you have 4 times more energy when you meditate. So keeping them on top of your heads, definitely. But one time we had this workshop in Seth Masters workshop, and Asha Gupta ma'am came, and she was sharing some meditation that day, and she said that there are few pyramids around the world. Few she named, but she said, now locate the other. Where are the others placed?
Hmm.
So during my time when I was meditating, she took us into a sapphire crystal cave, and we were there. Then Seth Master came. Then they gave us some chalice to drink from that chalice. So I drank some water from that chalice, and I was taken to another world, something, and I
Hmm.
don't know what, but there was a pyramid, and from there I could see like sapphire crystals everywhere. We were there in the pyramid, and where that opened, basically it's a portal. The pyramid is a portal. So now where it opened in Saturn, planet Saturn.
Oh,
I was
okay.
in Saturn planet. I saw myself there, then came back. So then there were like a lot of pyramids all around the world, and definitely they help raise the vibration of Mother Earth, planet Earth, which was very essential for us. So people who say that people are placed there, see, Egyptian people used to, they know that there's life in the afterworld. Afterlife is also that exists.
Right.
So that is why they used to place. But apart from that, they had this ability to, with some kind of instrument, if you happen to uh, read book on a soul's journey, or this book Thinking in Destiny by Harold Waldman Percival, there also they have mentioned that they had these blue colored crystals, blue colored stones, which they used to use it on a stick, and they would keep it on top of the pyramid stones, monoliths or megaliths, and it was able to become light. The stones became light, and that is how they were able to place it on top, one on top of another. So these pyramids, they can fly as well. They can
Oh,
go from there, from one place to another. So these are portals. It is just we don't know that technology or the idea behind how they use that blue stones or what kind of stones were there, right?
right,
And how, what kind of mantras they chanted or did something. So we need to know about that. So that is why when I, read about pyramids, definitely it was an eye opener. But moreover, it was so mystical and so miraculous to read about thinking and destiny. In that book, Harold Master had specially mentioned. Patriji would always say that go and read that book, Thinking and Destiny, for everyone. For a lot of time, he had said. But
right.
that sentence was basically it just became it housed in my mind, basically that I need to do this book, Swadhyay. But I need to read. But when I got this book and I saw it's like 1,000 pages, oh my goodness, it was really not an easy book. But with Master's help, with Patri sir's help and Harold Master's help, we are able to do the Swadhyay of that book.
Very nice.
So
Very
understanding also, yeah. So
amazing, amazing. So, what are you doing right now to spread meditation?
definitely teaching about meditation, Anapanasati meditation, all the three stages of meditation, the benefits, the myths, experiences, and apart from that, some ability, what you have, and also telling about pyramid energy, group meditation, full moon meditation classes, So have been arranging a lot of programs. I did 41-day program with the whole group, Hindi group, and then English group. So in Light and Soul meditation group, we do have two groups, English and Hindi separate. So morning we have Hindi classes and then Chicago time, morning time, we have Hindi classes and then evening time we have English classes, English sessions. For people who are in US who don't know Hindi, so for them. So under that, we did 41-day programs for Hindi class, 41-day program for English class, then 21-day program for English class. We have been doing a lot of senior master sessions in the Hindi class. And I personally, I would say that I was personally initiated through Rosicrucians. And when I was initiated, I felt that a lot of wisdom had come down to me, downloaded. And I felt that the word sound, how it came. So there were a lot of classes that we shared under 777 series. We created a series named 777, so 777 for 7 weeks. 7 masters will share their wisdom 7 days of the week. So every day, a separate master would come and share that wisdom. And so till 7 weeks, 49 days, we did that session. So 2022, we did. Then this year in March, we did 777 series 2. And that time, during that time, I felt that I was initiated into the Rosicrucians way of teaching. And then I was also the Hermetic principles, the sound, and all those things. Also the monadic theme also. I
Very
touched a
nice.
little bit on that also. So that is what we taught. And now we are also doing Swadhyaya. So Swadhyaya, in that group, we actually did many lives, many masters. Then this was the first book that was done under Kirpal Kaurji. She started that with me. And then second book was A Soul's Journey.
Mm.
So in that I did Swadhyaya as well. And then the third book we are doing now is Thinking and Destiny by Harold Baldwin Percival. So we as a group, everyone is trying to do, everyone is listening. And then under English group, we are from this January, we would be starting. See, we just did every day we do wisdom sharing sessions for English group. And after wisdom sharing, we teach Anapanasati meditation. And then now we did senior master sessions as well in the English group. So people who are like senior to us, they have a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom. So calling them and telling people to connect with the master so that they understand that energy, they connect with that energy and consciousness. And
100%.
yeah, a lot of like other things also are happening. Some masters are very much into healing, so they would come and call the astral master. So astral healing also happened. But apart from that, in English group from this January we will be starting Swadhyaya. So we are going to take on books, and which are not, like, does not have too many pages, but at least 200 or 300 pages, so that we can read every day and meditate after that. So this is what the next plan is for the English group. But apart from that, yeah, I had helped people to learn meditation, to teach meditation, motivating them that wherever you are living, or wherever, with whomever you are, wherever your family is, teach your family first. And wherever you go, so try to connect with your friends. In that way, if they ask you that what are you doing, just tell them that you are good, like how you are. If people ask, say, I'm very good, I'm great. Because yes, when you become a meditator, you become happy, healthy, and vibrant. And that is from where you have to start the topic or start the subject of meditation. Because until
Right.
you start, no one will know. If they ask you, how are you always say, I'm great. And then you start the journey from there, speaking about it. So teach meditation to everyone. Tell them about meditation. If they want to come, they will come. If they don't, but at least you share your experience, your view, and
Right.
teaching. That is why. So that is what I'm helping and motivating people.
Amazing, amazing. So you asked Patriji, sir, how to find out a life purpose. So today we want to know if you have found out your life purpose.
See, my life purpose is that I want to spread love and light. And that is what my purpose is. That is where I had been brought into this planet Earth. I think love question is there. That is what I have to share with everyone, unconditional love, and teaching them and accepting, letting them know that you can accept everyone.
Yes.
And light is what I connect myself with. So I feel that I'm light, and um, this is what I have come to do, spreading light and helping everyone understand that they all have this divine light in them,
Within them. Yes,
within
yes.
them, yeah, that needs to, we all need to take that layer out of our system, the identity layers, the community layers, the society layers, or anything that we associate with. Slowly, slowly, we have to let go of everything. So when the light is there, when the light is working with you, when somebody is telling you something, see, we haven't learned ABCD without our parents teaching us.
Right.
Until we teach them, until we let people know, how would they know? For us to liberate from planet Earth, we need to have light of mind, light of intelligence. Until then, we are not going to liberate ourselves as souls. So for our souls, planet Earth is just a school. Once we, once we die in this physical body, the soul goes, to another places or reincarnates. But if you have this wisdom, if you learn and you progress further, definitely then you are able to liberate yourself from planet Earth, because there are different dimensions where you need to reach.
Very true. Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer. How do you define God?
God isn't me, I am God, and I'm the creator.
Amazing answer.
Yeah, because see, that is what I have felt from my childhood, that there is something more to my life. I'm not who I am. Basically, I am that I am. I am God. I am the creator. I create my own reality. And for a very major part of my life, I have been very positive, but then later, for a major part of my life, I had been very negative, because the layers of identity came, the layers of family, society, community, and everything around you actually comes on to yourself as layers,
Right.
layer. But then slowly, slowly, when you start understanding and you know already that your thoughts are creating that reality. So
Mhm.
for a major part of my life, I have been very sweet, very kind, and very loving. But when the society comes in focus, and you start that people are not behaving nicely with you, you also become rude, not kind, and you become, a different person altogether. But your identity, your basic nature remains the same, because
Right.
you are hurt, you are fearful, and that is why you create all those, layers. You actually associate yourself as if you're wearing another dress on top of dress, right?
Right.
So that is where, for me, the God was always speaking through me. The God was always there. The supreme power, the supreme intelligence is always there in me, within me. So when I used to think negative, that negative thing used to happen. And I had definitely destroyed my life because of that. But then later, when I understood that my thoughts are creating my reality, so it had been way in my teenage self, I understood all those things. Whatever I think, I become. So why not let me try and see a positive thing, and I did that. So that is why there was like new doors opening for me, opportunities opening for me. And I had been like very, like I basically am a marketing person at heart, very aggressive, but an extrovert as well. But see, I love talking. I would share my views very easily, openly. But this was where I understood that whatever I think, I become. Whatever I want to create, I can create with my thoughts. Whatever I say, it manifests. So use it wisely.
100%.
Yeah. So I chose my words very, nicely, and I would stress on, positive words, miraculous words, because that created my life.
Yes, yes.
And some things are meant to be in your life, so you have to be there like that, because your purpose is something else. So I can't just see, I was a marketing person earlier, I was into insurance sector, I was a teacher as well, in like did teaching also, but now I have to teach in a
Very
different spirituality,
right.
yeah.
Very nice. Last question. What is your message to our viewers, those who wants to start on this path?
Okay, so you are the creator of your destiny. Create wisely. What you think, you become. Few quotations I would say: what you think, you become. And you can do anything, masters. We all can do anything where we put our mind to. We just need to be dedicated, disciplined, and determined, and be consistent with our efforts. Because if you let yourself down, definitely you will be down. If you think, not only think, but when we are fearful, what do? We try to close down. We don't take any risk. We don't go out. We don't open ourselves to anyone. But don't you think that when you see any great businessman, any great master, achiever, philosopher, whoever it is, from this planet Earth, it was not easy for them. They took that risk. They were not fearful, but they took that opportunity. So
Yes.
that is where we need to understand that if we want to do something, we need to come out of our shells. We should not be fearful. And we should understand and have faith and trust in this vast universe that whatever is happening for our good. Whatever happened, happened, because if that did not happen, we would not be where we are today. We have to learn certain lessons. And when you learn the lessons, those lessons go away and then new one comes. So don't get bogged down or fearful by those things, but you can do anything. Everything is possible. Impossible word says, I am possible.
Yes.
So I'm the master of my reality.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Madhuji, for your precious time. I learned a lot from you, and I'm sure our viewers are going to learn a lot from this interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chandni ji, for this wonderful opportunity that you gave me so that I can share my journey and beautiful messages through you and through this channel, PSSM USA's platform. So thank you so much. And thank you to Patri sir and to the Pandora box of PSSM. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.